necessarily finish this. We're definitely not going to finish this, okay? And we may or may not resume it next week. Actually, I want to kind of go through some of this just before we start picking up some more reading, because it's good to gather up where we've been. Okay.
I'm doing pretty good with lesson one.
All right. Actually, not all of this has been lesson one.
Every week that I've been playing.
The things we've done were from lessons 1, 13, and 11 so far. So, and these are just things that come up as, you know, in normal usage, so it's good to know them and how to vary them. Okay, so go down to number 9. This is just a couple more prepositions, a few more prepositions. So the preposition do, basic idea is for. Okay, so when you have things that are done for someone, usually you have do in there. So in this case, he made a sandwich for me. Rinyasha kapradom. Okay. So how would you say he made a sandwich for her? Rinyashe kapra G. Okay. And how about I made a sandwich for her? Rinyame kapra G. Okay. The word hog means gave, so how would you say he gave her a sandwich? Hogshe kapra G. So gave he a sandwich to her. And how about he gave me a sandwich? Hogshe kapra dom. Okay. And how about he gave Mary a sandwich? Do wire. Okay, to Mary. So here it's being used to mean to. Hogshe kapra do wire. Here it means for. He made a sandwich for her. Okay, so English and Irish are not going to match word for word, but you get the idea. It's something that's done for that person's sake. Okay. The next one we have, number 10.
Is that meant to be dome?
No,
D-I-O-M.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that got messed up. Okay.
Squished.
It says Jim in there.
Jim.
Okay. Okay. And it's the word je, which means from. Okay. All right. And you kind of have to learn when you use je and when you use o and when you use as to mean from. Okay. They all kind of have some idea of something coming away from or off of something. Okay. So je kind of means from. Sometimes it means of. So in this case, the way you say that I took my coat off, you say one me machota jim. So one, again, has a lot of meanings too. One plus je means to take off. So one je is I took off. Jim, off of me. Machota, my coat. Okay? So you can give to tell someone take off your coat, you say ban jiet dechota. So take off with you your coat. Ban jiet dechota. So Tarish Jaff, come in, see Shia, sit down, I guess ban jiet dechota. Or ban dechota.
Oh, so if you have a coat, it's at you, but if you're taking it off, it's from you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay? And then, so how would you say he took off his coat? Okay. Achota. How about from him? Yeah. Okay. That's where until you know them, you need the little chart to refer to. So one she, he took. Achota his coat, je from him means he took off his coat. Okay.
So for that first sentence, bon je de chota, you add I guess bon fada. So that's my grandma's favorite phrase.
Yeah, this is fun. Yeah.
Yeah, take off your coat stay. She keeps her house really cold, so
Fun fada or fun tamil, stay for a little while.
How come it's aspirated in one and not the other? Is that H aspirated?
Where is it not?
You have B-A-I-N?
Oh, ban is a command. Ban jiet the chota is a command. One she a chota je, he took his, so that's the past. So usually in Irish, the difference between a command and the past is just going to be that the past is aspirated. So ban is a command. One is said what happened. Okay? So canny is by, canny bought. Yeah. Wool, hit. Wool, hit in the past. Okay. All right. So, how would you ask someone, did you take your coat off? This gets a little bit more confusing.
R1?
Or one. Or is the question in the past, or one, who,
Do?
the,
Potra?
Hota, it's up there on the board. Jiet.
Yeah.
Or one to the Hota Jiet. Did you take your coat off? Now, how would you ask, did he take his coat off? His coat. Hota. Yes. Okay. Or one she Hota Je. Did he take his coat off? How about did she take her coat off? Hota G. Okay. So we're not. Huh? What's that?
Oh, I just looked at this thing. They spell it did. They don't have a long I.
It's not long.
No?
It's not long. Short.
But you say D, you don't
G.
say.
G.
Oh, J.
It's not. Yeah.
How do you tell the difference between the second person plural and the third person plural, div and div, or what?
No.
Doi ding and ding.
Yeah. Jeev and Jeev. Yeah.
Div and div, okay.
Yeah. Jeev and Jeev.
Div.
What makes it
But they haven't marked the long I.
The I should be marked on there. Yeah, they are long. Those ones are long.
Weird.
Yeah, they're supposed to be long.
What makes it his coat? The R or the O?
Yeah, the difference between these two, the H there, so a chota as opposed to a kota.
And then the J and the J.
The j here is from him and that's from her.
But
And like here it matters that here it could matter because he might take her coat off or she, he might take her. He might have been wearing her coat and he took her coat off of him. Okay,
Little cross-dressing.
Well, it's interesting.
Well, or yeah,
It
yeah.
says kota also stands for kilt, so. you can make this then.
Okay, time to move on. Okay.
Move on, we say clothes again
Huh?
No.
in the dictionary.
In the dictionary it says coat or kilt. Oh,
Okay. All right. You have to be careful with duh and je because some of the forms are similar to each other, so you can't always tell which one's there. But from context, it usually makes sense. Okay. All right. Next one is pig. This is one of the less used ones. We had our fellow in the story there when he not quite woke up, but he came to, right? He said, Honig Sheh Kiga Hain, he came to himself, he came to, after he'd been lying on a drug stupor. Okay? Honig Sheh, he came to himself. How would you say I came to?
Honig
Honig May Hugam Hain. So Honig May, I came.
Should be a G there.
Hum Hain. Hugam Hain. To myself. Okay? Hugam is to me. Hugam Hain. Honig May Hugam Hain.
That's the one, there's two farms, there's one with a GH and with a G, one part of the country.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of times they don't pronounce the G in the middle, so you'll hear Hum. Okay. Occasionally you'll see it written that way. All right. How about she came to?
Honig
Tonic si hikikain, okay? All right?
So what is the hugum and the, what is exactly the?
Literally, some of
that
this
word?
came I to me self.
To me,
Yeah,
to,
To or towards,
yeah, towards.
would be towards
Yeah.
myself.
So some, if they give you like this one, I don't think has any. This chart doesn't really have any English on it. Like Patricia, she put an English one on there, but it's only a way to try to distinguish them from each other. But you know, you'll have several different words in Irish that all mean to or from in English because it's different languages. So.
So what does this sentence mean then?
This one means I came to, like I'd been fainted or
You regain consciousness.
regained consciousness. I came towards myself. I guess my